How many take your order?
Yeah, can I have a number 2 with a, let's just go with a regular coffee.
Anything else?
No, that'll be it.
Your total will be $5.69.
Thank you. What's going on, folks? So in today's video, we're going to talk about the Golden Arches. Funny story about the Golden Arches, or just fast food in general. I spent about a good year to 18 months without ever having set foot in a fast food restaurant. I don't know what provoked that. That obviously, as evidenced by the intro video, has changed. But yeah, I was staying out of all fast food restaurants, not just McDonald's, not, you know, Chipotle, Burger King, all of those ones. And I'm not really sure what provoked me to go back into the restaurants. Maybe for McDonald's it was like the all-day breakfast thing, although I think they are taking that away, which would be a super bummer. I don't think they're going to sell breakfast all day anymore, at least that's what I heard. But in this video, we're going to go over some McDonald's BOLOs, in particular some of the vintage items. Now, the first one that I want to show you is actually an item that I have sold recently. In fact, if you look at the second listing down, that vintage Fisher-Price McDonald's drive-thru for $1.99, that's my listing. So if you type in the keyword vintage McDonald's drive-thru playset, these listings will come up. So this one right here, my one, is like the 1989 version. I feel like the drive-thru playset that has the golden arches on it was released a few years after that, but this is a monster BOLO. So on my one in particular, I found it on Facebook Marketplace for $50. It had a few pieces of food with it, but I undersold it. If you look at the current listings, and these are the solds that we're going through for this drive-thru playset, you're going to see a lot less of the 1989 version than you will the Golden Arches version. And so I undersold mine. I think if you find this on Marketplace or Craigslist, I've actually seen 2 or 3 of these now at church sales that I didn't have a chance to get to. Somebody else got them beforehand, so they'll turn up readily at the church sales as well. But they, I believe you can get around, I'm going to say $250, even more, and that will depend also on if it comes with accessories. Are the stickers peeling? Is there a lot of weathering? And on the listing that I had sold, the graphics looked really good, so that helped in the sale. But I definitely undersold it, and the buyer, you know, paid $48 for shipping. But the play sets here, the more, not the more popular one, but the one that is more readily available is the one with the golden arches. So you look here, some of these are just incredible sales. This one here is sold for $3.49. Lights and sounds, there's my version again, same price, $1.99. On the next tab, I'm going to show you the McDonald's drive-thru playset here that recently sold for $825.02 with $140 in shipping. Now, if you ask me why it sold for so much, I don't know that I can tell you. I know that this bag right here, the Happy Meal bag, is a little bit rare, and I believe the headset also is rare. So if the set is 100% complete, somebody was willing to pay $1,000 for this. I'll take you through some of the other pictures so you can get a good glance. Fruit and yogurt parfait, you know how old that is? My gosh. The graphics look really good. This Melissa and Doug thing, that probably doesn't go with this. And you can even see, like, look at some of the stickers on this one. They're, you know, they're torn off, but it has a lot of the original components. Little Ronald McDonald plush over there, that's pretty cute. I don't think that came, you have to quote me. If you know that this did or did not come with it, you know, leave me a note in the comments. But this is a Thai version, so this wasn't a part of the original drive-thru playset. But yeah, I verified the price here, and if you guys aren't familiar with this website, Flipper Tools, you just go in here, enter the item ID, and it will tell you what the item sold for. So there it is. It did actually sell for $825, which is crazy to me. So yeah, keep your eye out for these. Again, don't even be afraid to pay like I did, 50, 60, 70, 80 bucks, because you'll get a great return. And it's one of those items too that's like big and bulky, but if you ship it FedEx ground, you probably do a little bit better than like the USPS services, especially the ones that, you know, are expedited like priority mail. They're just a better option, FedEx Ground, for shipping them. Here's another one that sold for $225. Again, like in the $200 to $300 range. It's probably where these are going to land. Just an extremely popular toy. Now, Fisher-Price also, as a separate purchase add-on to the 1989 version, released the soda and ice cream dispenser here too. So here's a recent sold for that. This looks complete. I didn't really read the description. Let me see if I can see here. Gentle wear. It doesn't say anything about being complete or not, but it's got a ton of the pieces along with it. I think when you release these levers, it looks like some of the like either the soda or the ice cream is kind of coming down. So that's a fun little element to this here. But God, look at these cups. Like, I remember as a little boy, like the coffee cups looking like this, or the soda cups. My gosh, I think they were styrofoam. You have to leave me a comment if you remember that as well. If you're as old as I am and you remember those styrofoam cups that looked like that, super nostalgic. That really takes me back. So yes, so if you find this, especially in this condition, and you'll also notice that if you look for like recent listings for this soda and ice cream dispenser, you'll see a lot of the ice cream, like individual ice cream pieces right here, sell well. So keep your eye out for those. Again, even if you can't get a complete set, the part out value will probably still get you the return that you're looking for at the end of the day. And you know, check Craigslist. I'm going to go back here. Look at the ice cream, or the ice cubes. That's insane. I don't think I've ever seen that piece. So pretty neat. But yeah, check Craigslist. Check the you know, Facebook Marketplaces of the world, OfferUp, Letgo. See if you can't find some of these, because you know, over $100 is a pretty sweet deal. Okay, the next one here is the Fisher-Price McDonald's restaurant. So this is a smaller set. It's model number 2552. And if you can find one that is complete, you're going to get a ton of money for it. So again, even if it's not complete, you can take a look here. There's part out value. There's the Golden Arches piece that sold for $13. Even this base here, I think that was undersold at $16. I didn't check the listing to see if there were condition issues or whatever, but there's one that sold for $28. There's the garbage can that sold for $15. But if you can get a complete version, like take a look at this listing right here, with all of the components together, you're going to get between $150 to $250. So I'm going to show you the first listing here that sold for $224. We'll just take a quick look at some of the picture here. Is like Ronald McDonald. I think that's the Hamburglar. These right here, if you remember the McDonald's like Playland pieces, so the stuff that you can climb on, those are collectible for people that, like, you know, maybe have like a retro style McDonald's restaurant. Somebody that has like maybe a room in their house dedicated to it. Now this particular like piece that I'm pointing at here would be huge to put in a room, but I know that the first McDonald's location was in San Bernardino, and there's a museum there right now. There's a McDonald's museum there that I think sits on the site of the original McDonald's. So there's a chance that if you were to find something like that in like a, you know, somebody's storage locker or at an auction, that museum would make that purchase. And these sell anywhere from, I'm going to say, $500 to $1,500 if you find those huge pieces. I haven't included those in the video because the odds of you finding that are probably a little bit lower, but there is a market for them, and it's high dollar resale value. So here's a few more pictures of this here. Really cute. So yeah, like I said, in between $150 to $250 for the McDonald's restaurant. Check all the sites right now, see if you can find it, and we'll move on to the next one here, which are porcelain signs. So this is an easy thing to put up on a collector's wall. I believe some of the McDonald's that maintain like a portion of their restaurant for vintage memorabilia would put something like this on their walls, or even in the contemporary ones that just want a piece of old McDonald's history in their stores. These are the buyers for this particular one, and this is the character in here is Speedy. So the coast to coast sign, the circular sign, is the one you want to look out for. If you look at here, so we have 30 bids on this one. It sold for 84 just yesterday, and 12 bids for 73. If I were you and I came across this McDonald's porcelain sign, I would list it by now for like $150 or so, even 200. See if you can get that price before you start getting into the bidding wars of the world. Again, I like buy it now much more than the auction style, because in most cases you will get more money for buy it now, depending on what your asking price is. Obviously, that's not always the case. It's not always set in stone, but I think in this instance, because this item is so popular, like take a look, 87 sold in the last 90 days, so they're selling about one a day. I would push this at 150 bucks for sure. And there are a bunch of them here. This is a nice one here. Look at this, from 1959, the square McDonald's hamburger sign. Again, just looking at the listing here, 7 bids for 65, 4 bids for 71. Price this at 150 bucks to $200 and see if you can double your money on it. But these are really, and it looks as though they're readily available. So these can be found. You know, these will turn up at flea markets, you know, all sorts of places. Big market for this porcelain collectible here. All right, next one I want to show you is the only Lego McDonald's set that I am aware of. I believe this set, and it's model number 3438, was sold in is either 1990 or I think it's 1999. So just before the year 2000, this set was released. I think you could have only purchased it from the Shop at Home program, and it's a very small set, 88 pieces. Super cute though. This one here is sort of an anomaly. I don't know if this is a custom made thing here. Yeah, Lego mock McDonald's store. Somebody put that together, and you know, good on them for selling that for 260 bucks. That's pretty cool. But this one here sells for $100 because it's so rare. Even if you have one that's pre-owned but it has all of the pieces, I think you could probably still get close to $100 just because of the rarity of the item and its nostalgic value for sure. But you know, brand new, anywhere from $100 to, this looks like $115, although shipping was free on this one here. Here's one that sold new in the box for $150 with 10 to ship. And it's a small set, but again, highly collectible, not easy to find. One of the things that might make sense for sellers that also sell on the Amazon platform is to try to do maybe like an eBay to Amazon flip, where you buy this set for, you know, see if you can get someone to sell it to you brand new for around $50, $60, $70, and then turn and sell it on Amazon. Because the rank right now for this item in the toy category is 352,000. If you don't know anything about the bestseller rankings and sales velocity on Amazon, it's really, not that it's outside the scope of the video I'm recording here, but because we are in quarantine, Amazon right now is prioritizing shipping all of like the essential items, and this is not an essential item, so it looks like the ranking for this toy might be a lot lower than it otherwise would. But I think in like normal selling volume, you'll sell 2 to 3 of this particular set on Amazon per month if you find one. And they are currently listed right here. There's only one. Where are we at here? How many are? So new and used. It looks like this one is in collectible, very good condition, collectible like new. So the only one listed that is in new, in the box, sealed condition is selling for $189.99. And it's probably the only one. So after this sells, there will be no brand new ones on Amazon. So, you know, if flipping from eBay to Amazon is your thing, pick the set up for 60, 70 bucks and flip it on eBay or flip it on Amazon for $190. So, really cool set. Here's one that sold for 95 bucks here. And I just want to take a look at see if I can get this to resize. See, you can even see there's just a little bit of a condition issue with the box. I mean, it's got, you know, it's going to have shelf wear if it's old and it's just been sitting around for sure. But look at the back of that box. Join the Lego Club. Who even knew that existed? I didn't know that existed. But yeah, interesting set. And these are all items that you're going to find at church sales. You're going to find them at the flea market. You're going to see them turn up on Facebook Marketplace, to a lesser extent, the Craigslists of the world. You'll also, in addition to these Fisher-Price drive-thrus, and then the smaller like Fisher-Price play sets here, Play School had the original McDonald's play set that they were released sometime in the 70s, I think. And so this set from Fisher-Price didn't come out until the early 90s. So they Play School had a little bit of a gap on them, and you'll find the Play School one also. In fact, I think that set, that McDonald's Play School set from the 70s, 74 maybe, I don't remember the exact year, was the first play set in history to sell over 1 million units in its first year of being released. So Fisher-Price comes out with theirs in 1990, and it looks like the resale value is a little bit higher right now for the Fisher-Price model than it is the Play School model, but you will also find the Play School model online in addition to all of these other things that we discussed. So yeah, McDonald's collectible stuff. I still love it. You know, it still brings back memories for me, like, you know, playing in those Playland areas, and just a, you know, a popular brand that people still love to collect. I mean, much like, you know, Coke collectors and all that stuff. So hopefully you liked the video. Comment for me, subscribe if you will, and yeah, we'll do some more videos like this in the very near future. So thanks again. We'll see you in the next video.